Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Magnum Martel, and welcome back to another beautiful here on my channel. And I apologize if you hear a little bit of echo. I have finally officially moved into a new place, and the room that I'm setting up as my recording studio has zero furniture at this time. This month-and-a-half long process of moving has been an absolute pain in my ass, but I have to get back to work at some point. I took a nice long weekend and recorded absolutely nothing. But with Magnum being back to work means we have to talk about some things going on the interwebs today, and what better way to start than to talk about Netflix once again fucking up everything it touches. You have to cover some trending dramas every once in a while, and Netflix is of course making a live-action adaptation of Cowboy Bebop, one of the greatest anime of all time. An anime so iconic that even an old man like me can perfectly remember its awesome opening. Seriously, if you've never seen the original actual animated series, I highly suggest you go watch it. And don't watch the terrible version that they're making. But with Netflix touching anything, as always, there has to be some kind of fucking drama because the stupid people that make the stupid decisions in their stupid boardroom don't have an ounce of a brain cell to rub between them. And before we go any further, I feel like this is very important to note, actually. It's something that the media has actually touched on a while ago. And that is back in March of this year, long before the series was embroiled in any controversy, the original creator of Cowboy Bebop wanted fans to know one thing about the live-action series. And the article basically goes in to talk about that he openly admits that because he doesn't own the rights to the series, he has basically no control. The series is owned, its rights are owned by Sunrise Entertainment. They are the ones making the decision to let Netflix adapt it into live action. The only thing he did was provide them with some notes. And he even openly admits that he doesn't know if they're going to use any of his advice. Well, it's pretty obvious by the fact that the show is embroiled in controversy that they had no intention of using his notes. Fans, of course, real fans of the series, of course, saw what they were doing with Faye Valentine, one of the best characters in the show. A member of our main cast and one of the greatest female anime characters, one of the greatest women in fiction of all time. This is a character that starts the series as the token sex symbol. And as the series progresses, while she maintains that monochrome, she becomes a very deep character. We learn about her life. We learn her backstory. We learn her place in the Bebop universe. We uncover things about Faye just as she does. Because in the show, obviously I'm going into a little bit of plot spoiler here, but she has amnesia and can't remember much. And there are episodes dedicated specifically to her throughout the series. Despite its short 26 episode run, we become engrossed in this character. I know it's hard for Netflix to understand that, as it is hard for all California living social justice warriors to understand good writing, but that's what good writing is. Fans, of course, are not happy, so let's take a look at the actual controversy. Netflix's Cowboy Bebop, Daniela Pene, responds to Faye Valentine casting critics. And in case you missed that, here's a side-by-side comparison of the character and the woman herself. She actually ain't half bad looking. Daniela Pene, who stars as Faye Valentine in Netflix's live-action adaptation of the beloved anime Cowboy Bebop, has a message for fans rankled over her character's wardrobe. Those fans got their first look at Pene as Faye, that's a typo in the article, and the rest of the show's cast via the first look photos Netflix released earlier this week. Let's take a look-see at that actual image, shall we? Okay, so me as a fan of the series, my opinion. First thing, they got Spike's costume down pat. Props to them for that one. Jet, they got his costume down, but I don't really like the actor. The character's name might be Jet Black, but he himself is not black. And lastly, for Faye, I don't hate the costume. I'm gonna be honest, I don't hate it. But it is pretty obvious to me they went out of their way to cover her up because they didn't want to use the original. And before we go any further here, I want you to take a look at this picture here. It's pretty obvious that at one point, they were gonna do the original costume. I mean, you can see her thong sticking up. But okay, let's move on. Certain Cowboy Bebop fans complained that Pene's look wasn't close enough to the revealing and impractical red shirt, low-cut top, and short shorts of the character's animated version wore. Pene's costume pays homage to the original through color choice. Still, it is more realistic. There we go. Gotta have realistic. Allowing the real-life human being English number one, the freedom to move in a way that a costume designed for a cartoon character wouldn't have done, even though we already have the image of you wearing what was the original costume, as I've shown. Pene took to the internet to remind fans of the reality of bringing a once two-dimensional, physically character to life in live action. She also remarks on how unrealistic Faye's build from the anime is in reality. Oh, really now? So they actually provided a video here of her response to the criticisms, and I'm just going to tell you all now, her voice is super fucking annoying, but we're going to watch it anyway. If I have to suffer, so do you.
Hey guys, so as you know, our Cowboy Bebop first look dropped today, which was so exciting. And I just wanted to address a couple of things that sort of keep coming up in the comments amongst fans. First, I wanted to apologize to the fans that I did not anatomically match the Faye Valentine character. 6 foot, double D size breast, 2-inch waist. You know, they looked everywhere for that woman and they couldn't find her. It's kind of weird. So they just went with my short ass. I know. Am I right? You know, there was talk about, like, can we put Daniela in a time machine and maybe give her different parents so she has different genetic information to sort of make her look better? It proved to be too complicated. And the other thing I wanted to bring up was I want to apologize that the outfit I'm wearing is not exactly what she wears in the anime. You know, we tried, but doing stunts in tissue paper, things disappear, they rip. Sometimes it just got lost. Anyway, like I was saying, that original costume, they made a couple of them, but like I said, they got sort of slurped up in my various crevices, never to be retrieved again. So we needed to really build something that could withstand the test of time. So just, you know.
How's that saying go again? You hire a shitty actor who insults the fan base, you get what you fucking deserve? Yeah. I'm just throwing this out there. If I was in charge of this production, right then and there, that video, I would have instantly recast. So the article pretty much comes to an end there, ending on the note of, certain folks are trying to make it seem like Pene is insulting fans. What is it with social justice warriors that they love the word folks? I've actually come to hate that word because they use it all the time. And they actually include a bunch of tweets here of people replying to the fucking quartering on Twitter when he did his video talking about what she did here, which is obviously insulting the fucking fan base. Let's read a couple of these for shits and giggles. Hell yes, girl. Tell them. Also, on what planet is that shitting on fans? She's shitting on you losers that only care about looks. God damn. LOL, this rocks. Genuinely always cool to do some light dunking on the fan. Healthy to show some content, the only way to interact. If you actually paid attention to what Daniela is saying, she's actually shitting on people like you who get angry that the portrayal of a woman isn't over-sexualized. You remember back a couple of years ago when YouTubers, people like me, started getting in trouble for including the Twitter handles of people that they were dunking on and making fun of for not telling fans to, you know, not go and attack the person, and we all started directly telling all of you guys, hey, don't go interact with these people, so we didn't get punished for it. Where's that standard now? Because it looks to me like this outlet is actively just trying to get fans to go attack the quartering. It's fans anyway, not Cowboy Bebop fans. Actual fans of the anime are the ones who are upset. These people are not real fans. Oath keepers of the internet, please do us all a favor. I hope you've been making your lists of the enemies of everything, and add these people too. Remember, if the enemy can make lists of us, we can make lists of them. You'd think that Netflix would have learned its lesson after how badly all of the other live-action adaptations they've made, Death Note, or even after how bad He-Man Masters of the Universe has been received. I mean, do we even need to talk about that again? But it's pretty obvious that they have no intention of actually learning their lesson. What this is, plain and simple, is it's another production that has been taken over by the social justice activist left of the world who care more about pushing their own political-driven narrative than they do about making something that's actually good, fun, and entertaining. We go through this song and dance all the fucking time, and I'm just going to respond to it the same way that I always do. Pene is in the wrong, she responded very poorly, she has no right to attack the fans. If I were in charge, this would have instantly had a recasting. And I have no intention of sitting down and wasting my money to get a Netflix subscription again just to watch this garbage. Because I know what you're going to do. You're going to ruin the character of Faye Valentine. Yes, in the anime the character is sarcastic, but she uses her sexuality to get what she wants. She's fun, she's entertaining, she has a deep Backstory, she's actually a well-written and rounded character. She's not just a pair of tits on a 2-inch waist. But you're not going to do that. You're going to make her some purple-haired, feminist fucking activist who bitches about the patriarchy. And instead of having her shit on Spike in the way that a friend would shit on him by calling him an idiot when he's going to go do something stupid because she's genuinely worried about him and doesn't want him to get killed, like in the anime, you're going to have her saying that she's better than him and that she should just do it herself. Instead of him saving her when she gets kidnapped by the people that want to kill him, you're going to have her get out by herself and him get hurt and just get in the way. Instead of having her genuinely care for him, you're going to have her hate him just because he has a penis. You know how I know that, Netflix? Because I have a fucking brain that remembers things, unlike you, who apparently have the memory of a fucking goat. Because you are predictable. And remember, every time you and your people and the actors you hire go on about sexism, and how women aren't meant to be sex symbols, I want you to remember that you went out of your way to prop up a fucking movie about underage girls twerking. You want to erase adult women, and you tried to make people look at that. You are all a bunch of sick, disgusting, pedophile, social justice trash. And that's all I have to say about it. Thank you all for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. My name is Magnum Martel. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about Pene's response, and I will see you in the next video.